You've most likely played a bunch of popular games on Roblox. But have you heard of the
backstories
behind these popular games? We're going to be going over these scary backstories and see how crazy they are.
I follow you. You changed my life. I watch you until it's 4 a.m.
MeepCity was a very popular game throughout 2016 and early 2022s. It was very popular because of its parties, sus activities, and avatars. Originally, it was just a normal role-playing game where your pet was called a Meep.
Most hated Roblox games. Part 1. MeepCity.
I'm sorry guys, but in 2018 when I was little, I used to participate in those parties. But don't worry, I have changed my ways. I am not like that anymore.
So MeepCity is a very popular game on Roblox. In fact, it's one of the most popular games on Roblox. MeepCity has from around 70 to 100,000 players at a time, and spends most of its time on the front page. But then you might think, why is MeepCity one of Roblox's most hated games? Well, let me explain. For this we are gonna have to go back to 2016, the year MeepCity got released. Everything was going well for MeepCity until 2017, when the parties got released. The idea for parties was a place where people could hang out and have fun. But with parties came something much more sinister. Online daters. These parties attracted tons of online daters. And by 2018, MeepCity was flooded by online daters. And it only got worse. This made a lot of YouTubers expose MeepCity. But this did not stop anything, and the online dating kept getting worse. But 2021 was the worst year for MeepCity, because in 2021, the online daters found a way to bypass what you can wear on Roblox. And they started to wear inappropriate outfits and avatars.
I'm sorry guys again, but I used to wear those outfits. I was a wedgie core girl, but I swear I was super young.
All of this has gotten MeepCity a lot of hate, and it has made MeepCity to one of Roblox's most hated games. Well, now you know the story behind MeepCity. Stay safe out there.
Now the reason to why MeepCity died down was not because people got tired of being sus, or got tired of online dating. It was simply because the parties were getting out of hand, so many popular YouTubers made many videos on the very insane parties, which brought attention to a lot of people in the Roblox community and maybe even the owner of the MeepCity himself. Even if the owner noticed the freaky parties going on in his game, he didn't take down the parties feature until years later. He finally removed the parties feature in February of 2022, which made all the owners, including my young self, very sad. A lot of owners abandoned MeepCity as a whole and found other games. And some who were obsessed with MeepCity still held freaky parties in their MeepCity homes, which only their friends were invited to. And as of 2025, MeepCity is no longer a hangout game for owners, it's a normal roleplay game now, with a lot of interesting roleplay avatars. 𝗵𝗺 is one of my old favorite Roblox games. I was actually just playing it last week too. I would never expected it have such a terrifying backstory to it though.
Roblox games with
horrifying backstories. 𝗵𝗺.
There was 5 kids that went in a factory. They see a red light, so they run away. They notice that one friend was gone, and they try to go back and find him. But then more of the friends disappear. Only one friend is alive, and they find the other friend stuck in a freezing pod. All of his friends are frozen. Then he sees a red light again, but then it's coming towards him. He then sees who took friends. It was the Beast. He ran away as fast as possible and escaped. And he still regrets putting his friends in the factory. Stay safe.
Wow! Oh, you're telling me that there was a factory where there was a beast who captured innocent humans into a blue cube. That sounds so fake. Beasts aren't real, and it's unrealistically possible for a beast to trap you into a blue cube. Only in fictional movies, comics and shows, etc. Those are real. But that's a nice story for 𝗵𝗺 to have. It actually matches the plot of the game. A player is the beast, they have to find 4 other players who are trying to hack computers. That will grant them access to escape the facility that they're trapped in. 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻 is very well known for its pets, even though it was originally created to adopt kids and roleplay with them. Pets weren't even a thing when 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻 first started gaining little popularity. When the game was first launched, there were 2 kids who were the face of 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻. Everyone thought they were so cute, but nobody knows where the girl's brother went. He's no longer in the game anymore, and there's very popular stories of what happened to him.
The Backstories of 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻. Part 1. Anna and Luke. So Anna and Luke are brother and sister. You can still see Anna at the adoption center, but where is her brother Luke? One day there was a murderer running round the 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻 town. At that time Luke was playing outside at the playground. When the murderer took a look at the playground, he saw Luke. When the murderer got closer to Luke, he grabbed Luke and kidnapped him. After this, Luke was never seen ever again until people discovered that there was a game named 𝗀𝗃𝗃 with a photo. Some people said that when Luke got kidnapped that his hair got cut off. Some people also said that Luke escaped from the murderer, and that Luke started creating his own town called Bloxburg. Now I don't know if this is true, but correct me if I'm wrong. Stay safe out there.
I was doing some digging on Anna and Luke, and I found a bunch of skits on Luke's story. And they're all the same story. Even a very popular 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻 YouTuber did a video on Luke with the same storyline.
What happened to the 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻 players? Part 7. Anna's brother. Anna's brother is called Luke. Anna and Luke were very naughty. They never listened to their parents. One day a new murderer came to 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻. The whole of 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻 went into lockdown. No one was allowed out. However, Anna and Luke wanted to go to the park. When they asked their mom, she said no. Anna and Luke ignored her and decided to sneak out. As they were walking, Anna saw someone near the bridge. It was a man. She got scared and ran away, leaving Luke by himself. Luke was confused when suddenly the man grabbed Luke. It was the murderer. He dropped Luke off the bridge. Luke was never seen again. Anna lied to her parents and told them Luke ran away, but they eventually found out the truth, and this sign was built: "Don't throw kids off the bridge."
I don't know much about 𝗴𝗺𝗵𝗻 and its fandom, but this whole time I thought the sign meant something else. 'Cause I remember a bunch of people used to adopt kids and just throw them in water for fun. Even I used to do that. To be honest, I don't know if this story is the real story on why Luke went missing. But since he's no longer there and many people have made videos on this same story, I think it's safe to say that this story might be the reason behind his disappearance. If you were playing Roblox during 2020-2022, then you most likely know this old popular game. Ragdoll Engine was just a ordinary ragdoll game, then Roblox players made it a hangout. But the original game got deleted and nobody ever noticed. People played a copy of the game for a very long time. Let's find out what happened to the original game.
The original Ragdoll Engine was a hugely popular game, especially during the pandemic. It was popular and many Roblox TikTokers went viral from this game, but it eventually got shut down. It was hit hard by exploiters and even got hacked in 2021, which made it unplayable. The developer, Mr. 𝗵𝗺𝗍, later renamed it to Dumb Ragdoll Game and set it to private. In 2022, he was permanently banned from Roblox after spending hundreds of millions of Robux on limited items and transferring them to others, which broke the platform's rules. Before that, he had uncopylocked the game, so now there are tons of fan-made clones, but the original is gone for good. I remember in 2020, every Roblox TikToks were trends in that game. Do you guys miss this era?
I will never understand why people do stuff that's against Roblox TOS. Especially if you're a popular Roblox game owner, like you're basically working for Roblox and you're going against their rules. I also remember when the copies of Ragdoll Engine got deleted or privated as well. No clue why that was common, but it really was. People still play Ragdoll Engine, but it's not as popular as it used to be. The last game that we have is called 𝗃𝗃𝗃. I've played this game about one time and I was confused. I never played it again.
Roblox games with
horrifying backstories. 3008.
So everyone know this game on Roblox. And when you go to the game, it looks like IKEA. And this is how it looks like. And when it turns night, that means that you need to hide or the employees, well, you're going to be dead and you're stuck there for a long time until you find a door. And that's the door for the exit and you can escape. And this happened in real life. A man was shopping on IKEA and they were going to close the doors and he didn't have time to go. And he saw a thing moving and he ran and he saw an employee with no face, but he just built a base with the stuff on IKEA. And then when the employee got him, he died and they called the hospital and the police. And it wasn't the employees, it was in Medicine. Be safe out there.
Dang. That took a deep dark turn. The man that got stuck in IKEA for 12 days is most likely true, but I don't think 3008 is based on that guy's incident. It could be though, but that's a dark incident to base your game on, so I don't think it's based on that. If you made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe. Bye bye my winters.